All right. Thank you so much for everyone hopping in. Gonna give it a couple of minutes here. I know we're almost at the hour. We'll wait a couple of minutes for people to start piling in. Awesome. So a couple more minutes to let everyone hop in, and thanks again so much for attending our webinar today. It's going to be all about crypto philanthropy, and just so you all know, this webinar will be recorded. I'll try to answer as many questions as possible at the end as well, and we will also be sending out the recording afterwards to all of the registrants and participants in attendance today. So don't feel like you have to be scribbling down notes the entire time. All this good information will be passed along to you shortly after the conversation. And as we're still kind of just waiting a couple of minutes here for more people to hop in, I would love to have a couple of you go ahead and hop in the chat. Let me know where you're calling in from. Would love to hear, who we've got on the call today, where you're calling from, so we can get things kicked off. Charleston, South Carolina. Thanks so much, Kelly. Hopefully the hurricane isn't hitting you guys too hard down there. I know we've got a few folks on our team, as well as Debbie's team, that are in the southwest coast of Florida. So definitely thinking about those that are being affected by the hurricane at this time, hoping the best for them.
Hi, Stacy. Good to see you on the call.
Yeah, Indianapolis. Got San Diego County, Colorado Springs. Awesome. Just wait another minute, maybe another 30 seconds or so for people to hop in. And Debbie, I didn't even ask, where are you calling from today?
I'm in from Dallas.
Dallas. Awesome.
Where we are very, I know I look outside and we have sunny skies here, and I feel sorry for all of my colleagues and friends in West Florida who are not having sunny skies today.
I know. Yeah, I'm in Nashville, Tennessee, so equally blue, sunny skies here for me as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, wait just another few seconds, and then we can go ahead and get started. And if you just hopped in, I did just mention a couple of minutes ago, this webinar today will be recorded. I believe this slide deck will also be shared as well as the recording shared with anyone who registered as well as attended the event today. So any colleagues who were not able to join today, feel free to share this good information with them. And yeah, let us know if you have any questions. As I mentioned earlier as well, please utilize the Q&A box for any questions that you have throughout the discussion today. My hope is, just chat a little bit about crypto philanthropy, kind of maybe 25, 30 minutes or so, and then try to really hit on all of those questions that you have, right in the Q&A box, and we can go from there and open it up for discussion. Awesome. All right. Yeah, and thank you so much again for our partners here, StratusLIVE, for co-hosting this webinar with us. We're so excited to chat with you all a little bit today about crypto philanthropy and get you comfortable with what is crypto philanthropy, and just try to give you a really good high-level overview of the Giving Block platform and services, as well as just crypto philanthropy in general. So awesome. All right, it's been a couple of minutes here. Let's go ahead and proceed. And as you can see here on the title slide, again, crypto philanthropy, what charities need to know about accepting cryptocurrency. And just a little bit about me before I kind of dive into the Giving Block. Again, my name is Andrew Wilcox. I'm an account executive here at the Giving Block. And just a little bit about my background. Actually, prior to the Giving Block, my entire career has been primarily in nonprofit development and fundraising. So I've started my career as an annual gift officer, worked my way up to a major gift officer. Did some planned giving at the institutional advancement level at a private university in Chicago, and most recently was working as a director of development for a medical services nonprofit here in Nashville, which is also where I'm located. So that's my experience, primarily focused in the nonprofit fundraising world. I'm sure a lot of you in attendance today are probably in the advancement or development world yourself. So just wanted to give that quick update on who I am, and now on to the Giving Block. So you can see here, the Giving Block is the leading crypto philanthropy platform connecting both nonprofits as well as crypto donors. So, we've helped more nonprofits successfully fundraise crypto than any other platforms out there combined. We truly are the creators of crypto philanthropy. We really started the Giving Block back in 2018. So since then, we've really been the operators of the most popular crypto donor platform, founders of Crypto Giving Tuesday, Crypto Giving Pledge, authors of the nonprofit industry reports on crypto philanthropy as well. So as we speak, our team is empowering more than 2,000 different nonprofits to both actively accept and fundraise crypto, really allowing them to help and actually maximize crypto revenue. So that's a little bit about who we are at the Giving Block. I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to our partner, Debbie, here, just to tell you a little bit more about StratusLIVE.
Well, thank you, Andrew. And we are very pleased to be a partner of Giving Block. For those of you not familiar with StratusLIVE, we are a software for social good company. We have developed a purpose-built nonprofit industry cloud solution for nonprofits, which really is comprised of two platforms. One is our StratusLIVE 365 CRM, which is a full service CRM for nonprofits. It is based on the Microsoft Dynamics platform. So what that means is we natively integrate with all the Microsoft products. So if your nonprofit is used to using Outlook or Teams or any of the Microsoft products, all of that is fully integrated. So a huge productivity and time saver there. And you can see some of our numbers. On behalf of our nonprofit clients, we partner with them to raise over $1 billion annually in giving. We also have our StratusLIVE Ignite platform, which is an online engagement platform, digital engagement, including things like Give at Work and Give in Teams and volunteer management and Give with Friends or DIY fundraising. And we also work with a lot of federated nonprofits. So with our partnership with federated nonprofits, we have over 1,500 company workplace giving campaigns that run through our platform, and you can see some of the other numbers there. But most importantly, what we try to do is provide one purpose-built consolidated solution for nonprofits, which lets the donors give in the manner in which they want to give, which is why we're so excited about our partnership with Giving Block, because that's just one more option for how donors can give to the nonprofit of their choice. And for us, that's a win. We want to empower our nonprofit customers to reach their donors in as many ways as possible to make donating as easy as possible. So we're excited to be here. Thank you, Andrew.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, thanks so much, Debbie. It's always interesting to just chat with different partners here at the Giving Block, and obviously so excited to be working with you today to bring together and bring this webinar to light for these attendees. So yeah, thanks so much, Debbie. And if you do, a lot of this will be primarily focused on crypto philanthropy, but please, if you have questions for Debbie, drop them in the Q&A. I'm sure she'd be more than happy to answer any StratusLIVE questions as well. So awesome. So here's just a quick agenda for today. I just want to cover a few different things. You can see intro to crypto, obviously number one. A lot of you might not be too in tune with what crypto really is. So definitely want to start with that, just kind of the basics of crypto. Definitely then cover an intro to crypto philanthropy, and then as well as how to both accept crypto, how this actually works, and how to actively fundraise and market crypto as well to this younger, historically difficult donor demographic to connect with. And then definitely want to cover, all things end of year giving. I know that is top of mind for a lot of you nonprofit fundraisers out there. A lot of you gift officers are planning a lot of good end of year things going on throughout November as well as December. So, equally here at the Giving Block, we're so excited about end of year giving and a lot of fun things to come. And then definitely want to talk a little bit about getting started, what that would look like for you as a nonprofit as well. So to kick things off, I do want to open it up to a poll. Let's go ahead and see if we can get that poll on the screen. There we go. And as you can see here, the question was, do you currently accept stock donations? If you could just drop in the chat really quick here, in the poll, whether or not you currently accept stock donations. For a couple more here, it looks like a good majority of you are currently accepting stock donations. About 75% are currently accepting, maybe 20-25% are not. All right. Thank you so much for that. All right. And then really one of the big questions as to, why we wanted to ask that question, it is, because I do see a majority, again, are currently accepting crypto or accepting stocks. What if I told you that crypto actually has a larger, younger, and actually even more generous user base than stockholders do? Believe it or not, this is it's a giant user base. There's actually over 103 million verified registered users on Coinbase, which is just one of many crypto exchange platforms out there. So this is actually larger.
Let me interrupt you for a second. On my screen, at least, the poll pop-up is still showing up and blocking the view of the slide.
Okay, I think that might just be the panelist view. If you exit
that's the panelist view. I get rid of that. Okay, I just want to make sure everybody else could see the slide. Thank you.
Yep,
sorry about
definitely.
that.
No problem at all. But yeah, as I was mentioning here, you can see it's interesting because crypto is so new to many. A lot of people think this is still a very small sort of niche industry. You can see that Coinbase actually has a larger user base than both Charles Schwab and Fidelity, which have about 33.9 million and 83.4 million active users respectively. So this is very much a large user base that your organization should be aware of. So that's first and foremost. Not only is it a large user base, it's actually a very active user base. I know a lot of people are used to the idea of crypto as investments where people purchase a certain cryptocurrency, they hold it, but there is also actually a very active user base. In 2021 alone, Ethereum moved over $11 trillion worth of transactions, which actually eclipsed Visa, which transacted about $10.4 trillion during the same time period. So not only is this a huge user base, it's also a very active user base as well. And then the other cool thing, and one of the big reasons why I think that a lot of nonprofits are actively accepting and fundraising crypto, it really comes down to the fact that this is a younger, historically difficult donor demographic to connect with. You can see here about 94% of crypto users are millennials or Gen Z, so individuals in their 20s and 30s. It's really, historically very difficult for nonprofits to connect with that younger demographic. Speaking from experience, I know most of our nonprofits here at the Giving Block, your active donor base, especially on the major giving side, typically a bit larger, probably individuals in their 50s, 60s, maybe even 70s. Because again, the crypto user base is typically younger, we're actually finding that most crypto donors are also this younger donor demographic. So not only are they younger, this user base is actually a pretty wealthy user base as well. This might be a little counterintuitive. I know a lot of you, typically might think, hey, people in their 20s, 30s, do they really have the means to give a meaningful gift to my organization? Chances are, yes. You can actually see here, 83% of millennial millionaires are invested in crypto. And actually the statistics show that about 25% or more of their assets are actually held in crypto as well. So not only are they young, they're also wealthy, they're tech savvy, they're financially literate individuals, and typically pretty engaged into their social media as well. So this is a good one here. I do love this slide. Don't let the headlines fool you. A lot of you have probably seen in the headlines, crypto's down, crypto's dead, Bitcoin is down so much from recent all-time highs. Well, don't let the headlines again fool you. Crypto has actually fluctuated 30% or more over 16 different times in just the past 10 years. So crypto still might be the most tax efficient way for millions of investors to give. That's because you can see, and the math will tell you here, you can look through this graphic, even though it's down at the moment from all-time highs, it's actually higher over the last few years than most stocks would be. So everyone, it's so funny, every time someone has announced a crypto winter or that Bitcoin or cryptocurrency is dead, you can see how far crypto has gone up over the last decade. So, and this just kind of shows again that volatility is not always a bad thing. So, and I also had no idea that this was the case before I even joined the Giving Block. As a fundraising professional, I thought it was the exact opposite, and I'm glad to see that there are still millions of crypto investors out there where giving in crypto might be their most tax incentivized way to give. Moving on here. And yeah, this is pretty cool. These are a couple pretty cool graphics as well. It shows that people do want to actually give crypto. These are interesting statistics from Google Analytics. In 2022, Donate Stocks and Donate Bitcoin are actually equal in terms of the amount they've been searched on Google. And you can see, over the past couple of years, there was a big difference between how often people were searching donate stocks versus donate Bitcoin or donate cryptocurrency. And over the past couple of years, it's actually leveled off, which is pretty interesting to see. Here at the Giving Block, as I might have mentioned earlier, we do work with about 2,000 different nonprofits to help them accept crypto as well as fundraise it. And there are actually way more actual nonprofits out there that are currently accepting stock donations. So you do sort of have that first mover advantage as well if you currently are accepting crypto. So what is cryptocurrency? As I mentioned earlier, I do want to give you just a quick high-level overview, of what crypto is, especially for those of you who might not be too familiar with the terms here. And as I mentioned earlier, please do start adding any questions to the Q&A box. As mentioned, I'll definitely try to hit on all of those questions towards the latter half of the presentation. So what is cryptocurrency? I'll try to keep this pretty high level again for everyone here. But a cryptocurrency is a form of digital currency that uses cryptography and blockchain to encrypt, secure, and verify transactions and proof of ownership. So notably, cryptocurrencies do not require a central authority to maintain and operate their systems. So cryptocurrencies use code to create the first asset class with unchangeable transaction records and unchangeable supply. So there's no counterfeits. Each unit of cryptocurrency is a digital asset, sort of like a computer file. To transfer these units of cryptocurrency or tokens, which is commonly referred as by tokens, users need actually a digital wallet where crypto can be sent from or received. So you can transfer it anywhere in the world in a number of seconds. In a basic way, you can kind of think of a digital wallet much like a bank account. So that's a little bit about kind of a high-level overview of what is cryptocurrency. What are NFTs? This might be something that you're starting to hear in the news, if you're not too familiar already. NFT stands for non-fungible token. Other than these cartoon characters that you can see here, the picture of an ape, which is actually a part of what's called the Bored Ape Yacht Club. NFTs are sort of a type of data, often consisting like this of a picture, a piece of artwork, or music that is also stored on a blockchain. This cannot be replicated. These are one of one. So you can kind of think of all the benefits of blockchain's unchangeable record-keeping system, but for other things, other than a fungible virtual currency, like a piece of virtual art, a digital ID, etc. So this data is also in form of a token that can be bought and resold. Oftentimes, each time it is actually sold, a royalty can also be paid to the original artist or beneficiary, such as, in this case, a nonprofit with cryptocurrency such as Ethereum. So that's something that we're seeing more often, which is pretty cool, seeing these NFT creators, these NFT artists and projects incorporating an actual nonprofit's crypto wallet address inside that NFT. So you're seeing recurring donations in the form of royalties. So that's a little bit about NFTs. And then now to move on to intro to crypto philanthropy. And again, before we dive into part two, does anyone have any questions about crypto or NFTs? Please go ahead, drop them into the Q&A. We'll make sure to hit those in just a little bit. So why donate crypto? So donating crypto, there's a few different reasons why. But one of the big reasons is the fact that donating crypto does have the same tax incentive as donating appreciated stock. Dependent upon appreciation, volatility. Again, this could be the most tax incentivized way for millions of current investors or even some of your current supporters to give to your charity or nonprofit. So obviously, the other cool part about donating crypto, it is, again, a very highly active user base. Most people with stocks don't necessarily interact with their stocks, whereas most people who are crypto investors very much interact with their cryptocurrency, the NFT projects, their crypto communities. Who fundraises crypto? So a lot of nonprofits think that only high tech or fringe nonprofits accept crypto, but that really isn't the case. You can see here, again, we have 2,000 different nonprofits that currently work with us at the Giving Block. Organizations, big blue chip charities like St. Jude, American Cancer Society, United Way, Save the Children. But we do also work with a lot of local or smaller nonprofits, whether you're a local food bank, a church, a local hospital or healthcare system, name it, you name it. If you're a 501c3, we can work with you. Who are crypto donors? And again, this is pretty cool. I know we've already hit on a couple of these things, but again, crypto donors are typically generous. They're young and wealthy individuals. We actually found, and I think the statistic was from Fidelity, 36% of crypto investors are actually likely to give $1,000 or more to charity, versus that same number when you compare it to stockholders is about 25%. So even though they're typically younger, we're actually finding that crypto users are just as, if not more generous than their stock investor peers. So, and again, the average crypto donor is typically in their 30s. Again, millennials, Gen Zs, 20s or 30s. We do often hear from nonprofits that they don't have any donors in their 20s and 30s, and that's very normal. You're not alone. The average donor age across the nonprofit space is about 65 years old, and that's one of the big points of why you should accept crypto. It is allowing you to break into that younger, newer donor demographic. And then again, crypto donors are typically wealthy. The average crypto user makes about $111,000 a year. That's much greater than the US average income. And this is the results. This is pretty cool. We're very proud of the fact that in terms of 2021 averages, the average donation size through the Giving Block platform in 2021 was about $10,500. So just over 100 times larger than the nonprofit cash average, which is somewhere between $100 and $150. What is crypto philanthropy? So this is pretty cool. Crypto philanthropy, as I sort of mentioned earlier, we really were kind of the pioneers and really the ones who started crypto philanthropy. The other cool thing is, if you could build out an ideal crypto donor, an actual ideal donor, it truly would be a crypto donor because of all those things I just mentioned. But to crypto donors, crypto philanthropy might be the most tax efficient way to give. Again, probably part of the reason why we have such a larger average donation size comparing crypto to cash donations is because it's going to be a tax incentivized way to give, much like donating appreciated stock. And then also, it's also the most fun way to give. It's an engaging way for donors to give. It allows your organization the opportunity to connect with this younger demographic, get loud and proud on social media about this. Chances are most other times when you're accepting stock donations, this isn't something that you're communicating to your donor audience, your supporters, your followers. This is something that a lot of our nonprofits get very excited about, both internally and externally. And again, as you can see here, to nonprofits, crypto philanthropy is not only revenue today, but also a really great way for you to future-proof major gifts for years to come. That's one of the big things with our nonprofits. What are you doing as a nonprofit right now to ensure the long-term viability and success, financial success of your nonprofit? There's going to be a huge wealth transfer, from baby boomers, the greatest generation, to these younger millennials and Gen Zs in 5 to 10 years. What are you doing right now as a nonprofit to ensure that long-term viability and growth? All right, moving on, we've got what is NFT philanthropy here. So, 97% of the time, when we talk about NFT philanthropy, it's simply just like donating crypto through the Giving Block widget. The proceeds are typically from NFT proceeds. It's from auctioning off either a graphic or a piece of music, an NFT again, which is where an artist is selling this art for crypto, which then you make the donation just simply the same way you would make a typical crypto donation. So 3% of the time, or very, very small amount of time, we're actually helping our nonprofits actually directly accept the NFT itself. So these are fringe cases, no reason to build new processes or an individual nonprofit level. Again, like this is shiny objects, keep it moving. We're going to focus on what's going to be the most typical ways in which you're connecting with these donors, these NFT projects. Where is the industry going? So you can see here tax education. This is pretty interesting. Donation volume, when you look at it, the crypto demographic itself, donation volume is actually much lower than where it should be, given the actual size of the community and how much capital is tied up in it. Here at the Giving Block, we have a tremendous opportunity to teach tax literacy, not only to our nonprofits, but also to these young, high net worth donors, and actually turn them on from becoming $20 a month organizational donors to sizable non-cash major gift donors to your nonprofit. So, and again, as I sort of alluded to earlier, there's going to be a great wealth transfer. MSNBC, again, that stat I showed you earlier, about 83% of millennial millionaires are investing in crypto. As younger people receive windfall wealth transfers from, some of their legacy, parents, grandparents, whatever it may be, capital is going to continue to flow into these new cryptocurrency markets. All right, on to part 3, how to actively accept crypto, how to fundraise crypto. And actually before we move on there, I do want to do another poll here. I do want to see, what are your biggest concerns around fundraising crypto? We've got some typical concerns here. Would love to hear just, maybe if you have any questions about concerns about crypto, drop it in the poll here. Would love to just take a look and see what our audience in attendance is thinking. Got a few coming in here. It looks like we've got some concerns on a lack of understanding, knowledge of crypto. Definitely a big one that I see every single day when chatting with nonprofits. Maybe a couple around accepting NFTs. Definitely a big one, as I mentioned earlier, NFTs becoming more and more popular, probably hearing things about NFTs in the media. Awesome. All right, just another second to get those polls in. All right. Awesome. So it looks like here, yeah, most of you said lack of understanding or knowledge of crypto is going to be the biggest thing that, is going to be the biggest concern when it comes to crypto fundraising. And on this next slide, I'll just talk a little bit about, that's where the Giving Block can really come into play as your sort of go-to when it comes to crypto philanthropy, when it comes to those questions. A lot of what we do, it comes down to the fact that we're just trying to educate both the crypto user base as well as our nonprofit executives, fundraisers, frontline fundraisers, social media folks. What is crypto philanthropy? Why should you care? So as I showed you earlier, some of the common concerns that we have here, which cryptos should we accept? How do we sell it? How do donors get appraised? What about price volatility? And then again, just the lack of actual knowledge around crypto itself. So a lot of things here is in which we actually solve these common concerns. We only accept the cryptocurrencies that are supported by top exchanges. With the Giving Block cryptocurrency transactions, these gifts automatically convert to dollars, to US dollars immediately. So you don't have to worry about holding on to crypto, experiencing volatility, and just a lot of other really good information here. Tax receipting, we already do all these automated tax receipts for your donors as well. So a lot of cool things here. And how to actually accept NFTs. I know that was something maybe 1 or 2 people were questioning. That's going to be through our institutional team. So a lot of really cool stuff there that I'll cover on our institutional team here in just a minute. Accepting crypto donations. So this is really how it works through the Giving Block. You can see here, this is what the widget looks like, whether you're going through your mobile phone or you're on your desktop computer. We'll provide your organization with a donation widget like this. Again, it's mobile friendly. It goes on your website. It goes on our website. Now, this is just simply like donating or accepting crypto or accepting donations from other opportunities, other payment processors. So very easy for your donors, for crypto users to go onto your website, our website, and actually go through the steps and make that donation to you. Honestly, it takes about 30 seconds in total. Data and reporting, this is a pretty big one. And I know, with Debbie as well, a lot of this comes down to, we want to try to make things as automated, as seamless as possible for you and your organization when it comes to, getting this information into your CRM, your native CRMs, your tax CRMs, your tax technology that you're using, whatever it might be. We want to make this easy for your nonprofit. So that's why here at the Giving Block, we automate all the data and reporting for you. There's a portal where you can log in and you can actually see everything in real time, whether it's the donor information, the donation information, the donor needs another tax receipt. You can very easily go into your dashboard and find all of that good information there. And as I mentioned earlier, this is going to be a value add of the Giving Block. The fact that we do have an institutional team here at the Giving Block. Our esteemed leader of the institutional team, you can see his picture here, Mike McLean. He actually came over here from Fidelity Charitable after building out their crypto arm of Fidelity. So a lot of times people may have questions on how you deal with ultra high net worth crypto donors. How do you work with donors who might have a more complex micro-cap cryptocurrency, or maybe it's just not a super liquid crypto asset? That's where our institutional team can step in to help, not only with you, the organization, but also step in and help with your donors to ensure that they truly have that white glove service, the over-the-counter experience when it comes to giving crypto to your organization. That's the beauty of the Giving Block. We've answered more complex crypto philanthropy related questions than any other individual or organizations out there combined. So, features of a successful crypto philanthropy program. Again, we've been doing this since 2018, and definitely want to share some takeaways, some key takeaways of how to run and actually create a successful crypto philanthropy program. So first and foremost, we do want to make sure that crypto is easy for your team. You can see here, there are 3 key things to keep in mind when beginning a crypto philanthropy program. Number 1, make it easy for your team. The Giving Block secure processing system can automatically convert crypto to US dollars, making it easy for your team. Your team never has to log into a crypto account. You never have to physically sell crypto. You don't have to send tax receipts. This is where we make it easy for your team. Just like Debbie mentioned earlier, her technology is trying to make things easy for your nonprofit team. So that's number 1. Number 2 is going to be, do not neglect your donors' needs. Nonprofits are not the only ones involved in this crypto donation process. At a baseline, donors need automated tax receipts. They might need private client services for small cap cryptocurrencies, NFTs, unique donation scenarios. Really a crypto philanthropy specific support team that can get them answers that they know won't get themselves hurt. So that's, again, the big concern that I saw from a lot of you in attendance today was the lack of understanding with crypto. That's why you use a partner like the Giving Block, a third-party service, to ensure that both you, your nonprofit, and the donors that are wanting to make an impact to your organization are taken care of in a safe and secure way. And then number 3 here, you can see, don't just accept crypto. We want you to consider exploring fundraising it. Not having a crypto philanthropy strategy is sort of like not having a major gift strategy. Imagine adding a major gifts button to your website where donors can give you $10,000 or more and actually expecting to grow your major gifts program. As we all know, it doesn't work like that. On top of ensuring that your organization and donors don't face unnecessary risks, safety, or security concerns, we don't want you to risk missing the opportunity by adding a donate crypto button while falling asleep at the wheel. That's why we want you and our organizations to have everything you need necessarily to actually start accepting and promoting, marketing, and fundraising crypto. Part 4 here, end of year Q4 fundraising. As I mentioned earlier, this is a big one. You can see here, as I again alluded to earlier, based on historical averages and historical statistics, you can see that a large majority of total year donations in crypto happen in Q4. So this really is a great time for your organization to start considering, hey, should we start accepting crypto? Do we want to add a crypto fundraising campaign into our end of year giving season campaigns? You can see here, nearly 70% of all crypto donations happen actually in Q4. So October, November, December. Actually, in December, we do more crypto fundraising, crypto donations than the first 5 months of the year combined. So definitely a great time for your team to start considering accepting and fundraising crypto. How we message this to donors. So you want to, number 1, effectively target communities. Every cryptocurrency has its own community. It's not just Bitcoin, which is probably the one that you're most familiar with, kind of the mainstream cryptocurrency. Here at the Giving Block, we really have learned different strategies for converting donors based on which cryptocurrency they invest in. Every crypto has different interests and memes, which is funny when it comes to social media. Tapping into what they care about, the content they engage with, is going to be part of the reason why truly our clients, out fundraise nonprofits who are not on the Giving Block platform. Effectively educate on taxes. Now, I know probably not many of you, if any, are actual tax advisors here, but if you educate poorly, you fundraise poorly. That's where we want you to really properly incorporate tax education into your crypto donation appeals, and that will dramatically increase your fundraising outcomes when you are actually explaining this information in the right way to both your nonprofit, your frontline fundraisers, so they can speak intelligently to crypto donors about this, as well as, actively promoting this on socials the right way. So a lot of good information here that we can provide when it comes to, what is the tax incentive when it comes to donating a property asset similar to stocks. And then next here, you can see we want to help you create content that crypto users like. Be someone that's worth staying in touch with. Crypto fundraising, like all fundraising, is all about relationships. In addition to asking for support and converting donors, your content should actually show who you are and the impact that the crypto you're receiving is actually making. So, a lot of our great nonprofits do a really good job with crypto fundraising, show where those dollars, the crypto, is making a difference. Whether it's St. Jude on their website showing, hey, 1 Bitcoin, can care for a child in our facility for 3 months. Hey, 1 Bitcoin, 1 Ethereum can do X, Y, Z and make our impact really kind of show greatly here. So just some really, really good content that we help our nonprofits create to show the big impact that their crypto donors are making. Quick little overview here. Do not wait for end of year. Fundraise actively throughout October and November. Our most successful nonprofits have already begun planning their end of year crypto giving campaigns. So definitely a great time again to start considering this. Consistently put up CTAs in front of your donors, new donor audiences. Again, our whole goal really is to help these nonprofits reach this younger, historically difficult donor demographic to connect with. Take Crypto Giving Tuesday, NFT Tuesday, and bag season seriously. Here at the Giving Block, we run these different campaigns. We'll provide your organization everything you need to actively promote these different campaigns, whether it's templated tweets, the correct hashtags to use, branded graphics, templated emails. That's where our nonprofits, our client success team and our marketing team comes into play. We're helping your nonprofit promote this in the best, most effective way. And again, don't skip fundamentals, publish our SEO content, be engaging, get active on your social media. That's going to be the biggest way in which you'll find these new donors, really through those social media marketing, digital media outcomes there. And again, don't stop in January. This is kind of like riding a bicycle. You might not ride a bicycle for a while, but once you start doing it again, it just comes like second nature, right? So don't stop in January. Keep it going, even though crypto might slow down a little bit in January. Keep going throughout the year. That's when you're going to most build the engaging conversation with your donor demographic. And again, I know it looks like we might have a couple of questions in the Q&A chat. I'll definitely get to those here in just a moment. And I know we're getting a little close to time here. Just some more key takeaways on next steps. And again, crypto philanthropy in general. We want to, here at the Giving Block, save you time and maximize your revenue. That's why you use someone like us, a trusted third party, to make this a safe and secure way for your organization to effectively accept and fundraise crypto. There's no substitute for crypto philanthropy. Crypto experience does not equal crypto philanthropy experience. Philanthropy experience does not equal crypto philanthropy experience. Don't cut corners when it comes to what's best for your team and your donors. And again, successful nonprofits are not just accepting crypto, they are actively fundraising it. That's really where the value add comes into play with working with a partner like the Giving Block. Now truly is the time to get started. Again, 2 years ago in early 2020, we had about 100 clients. We're on track this year to have a few thousand current nonprofit clients, currently over 2,000 nonprofits. The lines to getting crypto donors are only going to get longer. Right now, you can see here, again, we want our nonprofits, we want you to take advantage of the fact that you have that first mover advantage currently, because there's over 1.5 million nonprofits just here in the US alone, and we're currently only working with about 2,000 of them. Getting started, this is really the fun piece here. Talk to the Giving Block, reach out to our website, ask to set up a demo with someone like myself. That's what my role is as an account executive. I'm chatting with a dozen nonprofits a day, just learning about their organizations, seeing if our crypto giving solution would be a good fit for you. Once approved and once you decide to move forward with us, we can open your crypto account within about 48 hours. We can help you get a donate crypto page on your site. We help you add the widgets. We can help you announce publicly that you're now accepting crypto, fundraising it, talking about accepting this with new donors. And that's where we can also have your organization work with some of our crypto fundraising strategists to actually earn, convert, and steward and cultivate these new crypto donors. And as you can see here, this is where you can scan the QR code. That should take you to our book a demo page if you're interested in just kind of having that one-on-one conversation with a member of the Giving Block team. So thank you so much. That was pretty much it in terms of the webinar. At this time, I would like to begin reviewing any and all of the questions you posted in the chat, the Q&A box. We might have just a few minutes here to address some of those. So it looks like Jeff had a question in the chat box. Does the Giving Block convert crypto NFT and deliver USD to the nonprofit? Yep. Yeah, that's exactly part of the services that we provide to all of our nonprofits. Right when a donation is made to your organization, it's auto liquidated to US dollars immediately. And then we're just going to automatically transfer the US dollars from your exchange account to your bank account. That happens via ACH deposit and a weekly sweep. So yep, no having to hold on to the crypto assets, experience volatility. It's auto sold, auto liquidated immediately. All right, looks like Lori had a question here. Since crypto tracks everyone who has owned it, if it's donated in exchange for cash immediately, what happens to that cryptocurrency? Does it become available to buy again? Yep, so it's just like the stock market, everything's actively traded 24/7 in crypto markets. So anytime you're buying or selling or exchanging cryptocurrency, someone else is then going to be purchasing that currency when you're then cashing out for the US dollars. So just like if you're trading, purchasing or selling stocks, sort of the same situation there. Awesome. Any other questions? Feel free to pop them in the chat or the Q&A box. Any questions from your end, Debbie? Anything about what we covered today? Any questions about crypto giving?
No, I don't think so. I learned a lot today. Cryptocurrency is still new to me, which is why we were so excited to partner with you on this and make it available to our clients who might have questions about crypto. So no, I don't have any additional questions, but thank you. Yeah,
of course. Awesome. Oh yes, and we do have one last poll here. If you can all see this here on your screen. Just asking here if you were interested in getting in touch with a member of our team, to actually discuss crypto philanthropy one-on-one with your team. Fill out the yes or the no there. And also if you would like to refer a peer nonprofit to speak with us as well, just about crypto philanthropy. So, put that in here. If you answer yes, we'll make sure to get in touch with you. Someone from our team will be in touch so that we can schedule a quick one-on-one conversation. Wait just another minute or two to answer these polls. And just a reminder as well, this presentation was recorded, so if one of your colleagues was unable to attend, or maybe you think this presentation would be useful to another nonprofit organization in your network or another colleague, feel free to share, please. A recording will be sent to you through email within a day or two. All right. Any final questions? Any final comments, Debbie? I think that's pretty much all I had on my end.
No, I just want to thank everyone for joining us today, and I hope it was beneficial to you. And the same thing as Andrew's offer is, if anybody has any questions for Stratus Live, we are at info@stratuslive.com, and we would love to hear from you as well.
Absolutely. Yes. Thank you so much to everyone in attendance. And thank you again to Stratus Live, our partner here, who helped us bring this webinar to light. Awesome. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. We're going to go ahead and end this here. We'll be in touch.